on this Monday night. The Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On play action, now Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Play action, now it's Carr. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Okay, right?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ready.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Young here, you can see, changing the play. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
22 needle, 560. 43 rail.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Come on,
and this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
52 blaster. Blue strike. Ready?
Here is Young. And he's caught on the sideline, but not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Okay,
The
ready?
offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Fury, yell it. Shot, 17.
Now Young. They'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
You look at this Carolina defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Here we
So
go.
from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Drill green. Ready?
Following the interception, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fight, 97. Seal, black. Striker, 3-3. Set cut.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Let's go
Now
now.
they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back
10
incompletions.
cycles. Pause red. Trouble, 38. Set.
To throw, Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. This guy's getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you have both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw, Young. And his pass incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first touchdown of the new postseason. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever's going to...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And Sharp pulls it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Ready.
Young working out of the gun. That swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run it again with Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
6-18.
Carr now on 1st down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
93.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Black shot. Red cycle. Cut.
Now Young. He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play they got stuffed in a different story here, over 20 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
A first down throw for Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Eagle blue. Blue strikers. Ready.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Young going to move him around. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw his Carr. And this one incomplete. And another throw. It really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Ready?
Young on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trouble, 38. Check, huh?
It's Young off play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Ready.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Claw, 10. Clawed red. Green jack. Set.
Young now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slide blue. Hey, green. Set, go.
Again, it's Young. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Fight, white. Go red. Six, feather.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Shark's got it left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be Young again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. Thomas, the man in motion left. Throwing on first down is Carr. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if we can get something going here on third down.
This time they stay on the ground. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ready.
Now here's Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, Young again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Shot, 17. Yellow. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
52. Ready.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Chark is on his 3rd feline-branded team in 3 seasons, going from the Jaguars to the Lions and now to the Panthers. He's a former 1,000-yard guy and an accomplished deep threat, but also hasn't stayed healthy for a full season. The Panthers, they need someone with his ability in the lineup.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Yellow, line.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing, Young. Looks to his running back, he's got it. It's Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Carr to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Kamara up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down, New Orleans.
Throwing now is Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 41 yards. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here we go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
10 cycles.
They go play action. Young. And that is taken in by Hurst. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 75 yards. And the Panthers are on their way to a 2-0 start. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this. And now here is another interception. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Check smash. Hut.
Young to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Slide through. Ready.
Young on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. But if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. On the move past the 40, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off.
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, then
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick six today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22.
Saints 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
What's up?
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Monday, down. What's up?
On play action, it's Carr. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. Throwing his Carr. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Young going to move him around. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. A play fake, now Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 48 yards. And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
White Monday.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Come on,
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, under